Good morning, friends, followers, YouTubers, subscribers, Trevorites, but mainly good morning to you, the subscribers, because without you, the channel wouldn't grow. And it's growing, thanks to you, so thank you very much. But as I always say, if you're watching this video right now and you've not yet subscribed, why not? It's free. Well, it is free, isn't it? I know that some of you, not many, but some of you do subscribe, and that's a lie, you all subscribe. Some of you do your pound donations on PayPal, and for that, I do appreciate it. I know some of you say, Trev, you never say thank you, but I do say thank you. I do appreciate it. Yes, we are demonetized for another, probably about another 4 months, but we'll get there because we are determined to keep going. Right, it's Wednesday, isn't it? And because it's Wednesday, it's Trevor handover takeover day, where my son arrives from school. But he will be arriving late today because he has detention. Yes, because a couple of days ago, he decided to do a slide tackle on another child. My son doesn't realise how strong he is. And he nearly broke the other guy's leg. Not funny. The other guy has bruised now, but that's it. But he has to learn. You can't go in. You're at the Ipswich Town Academy, son. You can't. You're a decent footballer. You can't. So he's had a bollocking from me and from his mother and from the school. So he'll learn. Yeah, so he'll be home tired a little bit late. Yes. I got my dog yesterday. Didn't I, Juicy? Get you yesterday? I got him yesterday. There's no point him sitting at home in his mum's house when he can come with me and give me company. Can't you? Do you want to come up? You want to come up? Up. Come on. Come on. Up. No? Oh, well, there we go. Anyway, a big thank you to everyone that yesterday watched my video that I did about the Soldier On Coffee Company. Yeah, about the guy that runs it, Brian, double amputee. He does it as a hobby. Doesn't really want to get into a business, but he sent me a lovely message this morning saying, thanks, Trev. Thanks for doing that shout out. You didn't have to. I've had a few sales now due to your video, and I appreciate it. So I thoroughly enjoy the coffee, actually. It's got a lovely taste to it. Lovely taste. But whenever I help people out, and I do this quite a lot, I get invested. Look, so I have these jars which I used to fill with different coffee blends. So I've decided to put the sticker on, and this is my World War II coffee blend. Can you see it? Yeah, isn't that lovely? So that's one of my blends. I'll do the other blend in another jar, and that's me. World War. It's a nice blend, actually. Yeah. Another coffee that I used to drink quite a lot was nice, but it tasted a little bit burnt, the beans, but that's quite good. So thank you for that. And I also want to thank you for those of you that went across after I said to you about another podcast on YouTube called The Dog Scholar, headed by Sabrina. I think now she's gained about 500 new subscribers in the last 2 or 3 days, thanks to you believing in the channels that I support. But I'll tell you a little bit about Sabrina. Oh, I'll just get this and show you, actually. Right. I got this a couple of years ago. I went to meet her, Sabrina. She wrote this book, The Heat of the Moment, about a firefighter. And is there a picture of her in here? That's Sabrina. So she wrote this book a few years ago, and I'll tell you her story a little bit. She's written a few books since. But Sabrina didn't really have a great start in life. She was homeless, and she used to try and make money by selling things. She's now an ambassador of The Big Issue and for homelessness charities and stuff. But she was homeless, and she managed to rise to the top of the English Fire Service. She's one of the big bosses at the top now. And for her to go from being homeless and having nothing to where she is now takes a lot of courage, determination, strong, independent woman. So whenever I heard she had a podcast called The Dog Scholar, I was like, oh, wow. I went and listened to it, and I enjoyed it, and that's why I shared it with you. So The Dog Scholar. I like to promote people. I like to promote good people that do good stuff. Yeah. So that's Soldier On Coffee Company, and that's The Dog Scholar. So it's all good. Yeah. And I want to thank everyone at the minute who continues to go on Amazon and leave reviews on my book, Exploitation. Thank you very much, guys. We have over 200 now, 220 or something, but over 200 5-star reviews. And we are about 10 reviews away from having 500 5-star reviews on that. So I'm really pleased. Yeah. And you may not believe this, but see you leaving reviews on the book, it helps push it up the ratings on Amazon. And that's why I always say, if you like it or you don't like it, leave a review and let me know what you think, whether it's good or bad. It all helps promote the book. Right. So what's happening in the news? Well, first of all, I'd like to point out that I spoke to a friend of mine who lives at the other side of the world. Spoke to him this morning on WhatsApp. We had a video chat. It was 7:30 where I am, and it was about 3 in the afternoon where he was. And we had a chat, and he gave me advice. He gives me advice. He knows, he's connected the ex-special forces and intelligence, and he gives me advice on where to do if I'm having issues. And he always is a great fountain of knowledge. So this morning, I sent an email to Chris Phillips, who is very high up in the police in the United Kingdom. But I also CC'd into the email Tim Passmore, who is the Suffolk Police and Crime Commissioner. And then I CC'd 4 police officers who are all investigating things online about my trolling. I thank them. I give them information about where they should go next, how they should check devices, and I threw it in the email and I thank them for their time. Now, what I'll do is now I will sit back and wait for the emails to come back from not only the police officers, but their boss, and now their boss's boss, because I will not rest till I have a conviction of my trolls, and I'll keep pushing. So that is your update on that. Right. So what's happening? Well, our Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, is a little bit disappointed. She has fired a couple of shots at Facebook's boss, Zuckerman, whatever you want to call him. She's fired some shots, and she is she's annoyed that Facebook, Meta, haven't issued her with assurances that they will protect children from online pedophiles on that platform, Facebook, Meta. They haven't said they would, which is a bit weird, isn't it? But I'm sure we're all aware that it's the people at the very, very top that are involved in all this type of shit, isn't it? Yeah, so no wonder they won't issue assurances. Find that weird, though. Parents, if you've got children on Facebook, I would monitor their accounts, especially their messages on Messenger. Keep an eye on Messenger. Yes. And what else will be happening today? So I've mentioned that. Doctors. Listen to this bullshit in the Daily Mail today. Doctors have said that transgender women should be allowed to compete in women's sports because it will help the transgender women with their self-esteem and mental health. Well, so you want these men with no dicks to compete against real women in women's sports, stronger, faster, more endurance, different genes for a start. I don't mean Levi's, you know what I mean? Because you want to protect their mental health. But clearly you don't give a shit about a young woman who's trained all her life for a sport, whose mental health will be destroyed by a novice that comes straight in and beats her at a sport. So who's going to protect women's mental health? Who's going to protect their self-esteem? Doctors, you're scumbags. Stop with your bullshit and leave women alone. Real women, the ones with wombs. Where do we go from here, people? Where do we go from here? I'd like to point out now that asylum seekers are now costing the UK taxpayer £8 million a day in hotel fees. That is £8 million a day in hotel fees. 8 million times 365 days a year. 2.9 billion. So asylum seekers are costing the UK taxpayer £2.9 billion a year. What could you do with £2.9 billion, Trevor? Well, you could buy brand new houses for every single homeless veteran. What else could you do with £2.9 billion, Trevor? Well, what else could you do with it? Well, you could end homelessness in the veterans community. You could build 4 more schools, one in Scotland, you could do so much with it. You could do so much with that billion, 2.9 billion. Yeah, wasted money. Might as well just wipe your ass with £50 notes and flush it down the toilet. Wow. There we go. Good to see that Disney, you know Disney? Disney. Come on, we've all heard of Disney. Disney Channel. Walt Disney. Disney is $1 billion enterprise. Well, it was nice to see the UK government give Disney a 30 million tax break, wasn't it? Because Disney filmed, they filmed in the UK. I think they filmed Snow White, a new remake of Snow White, and the government went, oh, well, this is great. We're going to give you a £30 million tax break because you're filming in the UK. What a load of nonsense, people. What a load of nonsense. Well, listen, thank you. I'm now going to go. I'm going to go and chill. I'm going to finish off, actually, I think I've got one more coffee in the percolator. One more of those coffees. I'm going to have that. And I'm going to relax for a little bit this morning. I've got to go and do a little bit of food shopping today in my local cost maker, not cost grower, it should be called. I'll do that. Tomorrow I'm off to have a haircut, prepare myself for my ex-wife's graduation party, which I've been invited to with my son and stuff, so I'm looking forward to that. Not too sure what I'm going to wear yet. Might wear the green tuxedo velvet top, white shirt, won't wear a tie, open collar. Or will I wear a light blue suit? Will I wear a grey suit? Well, I have to look smart, so leave comments below. And yeah. But thank you very much for those that support the Dog Scholar, those that are buying coffee from Soldier On Coffee Company, those that leave reviews, those that support my channel. And you know what? Let's keep going. We are going to hit 90,000 subscribers, I reckon, before the end of this month, thanks to you. So take care, everyone, and stay safe.